diet. And this ties in with the fasting piece. We haven't really gone deep into this, but obviously insulin has come up and we want to keep that low. So when it comes to prevention and keeping the heart healthy, what diet is best?
If you already have coronary artery disease, I'm going to be asking you to look at a blood test to look for sensitivities to food. You need to eat what you're not sensitive to, and you must do that blood test. There are two types of food sensitivities that I'm very concerned about. The first one is the major food that you're not responding well to. It may be wheat or it may be something else. The secondary food sensitivity problems are because the first one was there that allowed other foods to get in, and now your body gets exposed to those and produces IgG against those. So the food sensitivity is important. If eating certain foods does make you feel bad, you should get your food sensitivity test done. So as far as eating is concerned, stay away from the foods that you are sensitive to. That's rule number one. If you don't know that and you have coronary artery disease and if you feel that you have inflammation, my general rule is cut out wheat. 8 out of 10 patients without any blood tests, if they just cut out wheat from their diet, they feel better. And it's got to do a lot of things. It's not just that that person had wheat sensitivity problems or wheat germ gluten problem. It's because the wheat today is different as well. This is dwarf variety wheat. It's totally different from the wheat our forefathers ate. There are many of these people who go to Europe and they're able to eat sourdough bread and baguettes over there and they don't have any problems. So first thing is stay away from wheat if you already have coronary artery disease or if you already have inflammation or if you have any type of abnormality or if you're obese, you should stay away from wheat. The next thing is that people always ask me about the sugars. Of course, we've beaten that horse. About carnivore diet and vegetables. Which one should you be on? I don't restrict meat at all. My problem with meat is just that if you have the regular meat, it's going to have too much omega-6 in it because they're all fed on corn. I want grass-finished red meat. It is the most nutrient-dense food you can possibly have. Organ food is also very good. So liver is very good for you. Organic chicken is fine. Wild-caught salmon is fine. So I'm not a vegetarian, and I don't advocate that either. Low-fat food, low-fat this, low-fat that, that's all nonsense. You need the fats, but you need good fats. The good fats are the fats that naturally come with the food. For example, the grass-finished cow, that's fine. All the fats that are in it are going to be okay. The chicken is to be organic, that's fine also. The vegetable seed oils must be obviously omitted. All processed foods should be avoided. So anything made in a factory, forget it. Anything that's got a barcode on it, anything that comes in a package, don't eat it because that's all man-made. Vegetables, you should eat vegetables. I want to say something about vegetables. Vegetables are actually medicinal. They have phytonutrients and other things that feed your microbiome. So you need vegetables. You need fiber also. Now, people say that how come carnivores get fiber? Yes, because the cartilage and other things are fiber in them also. There's soluble fiber there as well. So that's why I'm not too worried about the patients who eat mostly carnivore food. That's fine. As long as they're eating the right food, I have no problem with that whatsoever. The vegetables, I like all cruciferous vegetables. I don't like my starchy vegetables, so no potatoes. If you're going to eat potatoes and rice, this is what I tell them. You are otherwise pretty good, pretty healthy. You need to eat those starches if you really have to. You cook them, cool them, refrigerate them overnight, eat them the next day. Now they will become resistant starch. So my diet is, you can have some resistant starch, you can have some vegetables, you can have meats, you can eat meat 3 times a week, 4 times a week. I have no problem with all that. My problem is that eat the right food in a short period of time, interspersed with fasting, where your body can repair itself 18 hours a day, 16 hours a day. That's the way to, because then you're hormonally also going to give the body a chance to respond with the best insulin sensitivity and other modalities. And you can detoxify yourself as well. So my diet is very simple. If you're allergic to that food, don't eat it. Eat occasionally. Eat real food. It has to be alive. The food has to be alive. Don't eat dead food. Why are we eating dead food? For what? You don't get any, in my old days, I used to talk about the energy frequency of the food, the vibration of the food, that this food is alive, it's still vibrating. Now, have I proven that? No. There are no tools that I have right now to put the food into a machine and say its vibrational frequency is very high. I guess it can be done. But basically, if it's going to rot, if it's going to go bad, eat it. Because it's got nature's energy built into it. And so it's very simple. For breakfast, most of the time we don't even have breakfast, but no processed foods. You can eat eggs, you can eat spinach with it, and you can have tea, coffee, my drinks. Oh, by the way, talking about diet, since you asked me about diet, do I like smoothies and do I like the machine-made drinks? Generally, no. Because even though you're putting your vegetables and your fruits into a mixer and you're spinning it at high frequency, you're breaking up all that fiber. And that fiber is not going to be as useful as if you had masticated it with your mouth. So again, eating the right foods in the right manner. Don't drink your food. You should be eating your food. You should be masticating it so that by the time it gets down into your gut, your body has to work on digesting it and it gets released slowly into your bloodstream so that your body is not overwhelmed with a huge stimulation of your K cells, which will cause a huge stimulation of your insulin levels. That's just totally unnatural. Unnatural way of eating. Don't eat unnatural foods. Don't eat it in an unnatural way. So don't get rid of all those. Now, the only people I do allow to have some smoothies and stuff like that is people who have no teeth. I'll let them have it. And there are a few patients who I'll allow some juicing on once in a while, vegetable juices. I'll let them have a little bit of that if I feel that they're nutritionally very, very deficient. Then I'll say, okay, for the next 1 month, I'll let you do some green juicing. But it's individual. Generally, eat it. There is a machine now called the masticator. And I like that machine. Take your vegetables, put it. Now, fruits. I got to say something about fruit. In general, fruit should be consumed in season and mostly in the fall because it has so much fructose in it that it changes, it makes you insulin resistant and makes you therefore store calories. So you plump up before winter comes, before you go into hibernation, but of course you don't go into hibernation. So we have a problem. And we eat fruit throughout the year. One of the biggest problems we have is consuming too much fruit. So I tell my patients, you can have half a fruit a day. That's it. No more than half a fruit a day. Too many calories. So vegetables, some fruit. Then variety of vegetables. Lots and lots of herbs, different colors. Put herbs into it. Each one classifies itself as one vegetable. You must have a variety of herbs. I told you when I started, vegetables are medicinal. That's what vegetables are for. All these different herbs, they're all medicinal. They have specific effects on specific microbiome. Most of them are for your microbiome, by the way. They're not even for you. They're for your microbiome. This is the important thing, to understand that you're a symbiotic relation between you and your microbiome. Stop eating for yourself. You should be eating for you and your microbiome, starting today. What am I doing with this food? Is it going to feed my microbiome? If it's got phytonutrients in it, all these blueberries and colors and everything else, you think it's for you? It's not for you. It's for your microbiome. See? It's a different thought. Now you have the right microbiome and you're a symbiotic relationship. Almost 50% of the micronutrients that are floating around in your body is not what you consumed. It's what your microbiome made, pooped out, released into you, and got into your body. Typical example is short-chain fatty acids. So short-chain fatty acids, you can measure this. On the blood test that I usually do on my patients and the stool samples, you can measure short-chain fatty acids. If they are running very low, you have a huge problem because the microorganisms that are supposed to be making short-chain fatty acids are missing in your gut, and that's why your short-chain fatty acid levels are so low. And these are such important molecules. They are anti-inflammatory molecules. right there. I'm telling you, they're anti-inflammatory. They are fantastic source of energy. They reduce your reactive oxygen species. Lots of data on short-chain fatty acids we can go into. They're very anti-inflammatory. And they're made by who? They're made by your gut bacteria. So in part of your nutrition is eating for your microbiome. You need to eat more fiber. The difference between processed food and regular food is that your regular food has fiber in it. Don't slither it and don't kill the fiber. Eat lots of fiber. In every meal, you must have lots of fiber. I use inulin plus FOS, which is my powder, I love, because I can't get enough fiber in my diet. I just can't. So I add that every day. So because of my lifestyle and everything else. So lots of fiber and all the phytonutrients, the different colors and everything, it's all for your microbiome. Don't kill your microbiome. How? Don't drink alcohol. Alcohol kills the microbiome. Basically, you're taking hand lotion full of alcohol and putting it into your belly, right? You expect your microbiome to be good? No. Alcohol will kill your microbiome. Plasticizers, synthetic chemicals, sweeteners, colorings, emulsifiers, all terrible. Sorbate, polysorbate, all these emulsifiers, absolutely horrible for the gut, because your microbiome will deal with it. Because they have 4 million genes, you only have 22,000 genes. So they will accommodate just about anything that comes down, but the products of the metabolism will not be good for you. So you should not be consuming anything unnatural. They'll deal with it, but then you'll have the consequences of it.
If you enjoyed that clip, you're going to want to head over here and catch the full episode. I'll see you over there.
A lot of coronary artery disease is very silent. That plaque is silently sitting there in millions of people without them even knowing. And there are ways to find this out now. We have the technology. It's just not being done.